Right, welcome back to KTN News Center, and straight away we headed to my colleague Willie Lesigo, who's going to be talking to us about the political intolerance that the country has been witnessing. Willie Lesigo, good morning. So we're talking about political intolerance at a time when Kakamega County is also, the Western region is also expected to be holding a by-election for a parliamentary seat.
Yes, indeed, we have two by-elections scheduled to take place on 4th of March. One will be in Kabuchai, that is in Bungoma County, but we have another one here in Kakamega County at Matungu constituency. And remember, the one in Kabuchai has been much of a peaceful kind of a by-election, but we have a lot of political violence being witnessed in Matungu, especially because of maybe the political interests that are taking place in that by-election. Remember, we have a candidate for ANC, that is Peter Nabulindo. We have a candidate for ODM, that is David Were, and we have also a candidate for UDA, that is Lanya, among other independent candidates who will be vying for that election. So for the previous weeks, actually the last 2 weeks, we have been witnessing a lot of political violence. We have seen where even a number of political party supporters have clashed, including on Saturday, where we saw one of the burial events being interfered when ODM supporters and also ANC supporters clashed on that event, accusing each other of playing fall of the coming by-election. So this has caused a lot of fear, a lot of anxiety, and that's why we have seen a number of leaders, including the deputy party leader of ODM, that is Kakamega Governor Wycliffe Oparanya, and also those ones allied to ANC, calling for peace and dialogue, and apart from that also calling on government to put strict measures so as to avoid such kind of violent scenarios to be witnessed in that by-election that is most probably one of the highly contested in this country, because we are aware that previously we have seen Mudavadi being the kingsman or the kingpin here in Western region, and now we are seeing also ODM deputy party leader, that is the Kakamega Governor Wycliffe Oparanya, trying also to claim that he's a kingpin here within Western region. So that is what has transpired into what we have been witnessing in Matungu, where we have seen a number of political parties clashing openly during public events, burials most of the times, and even church event, where we have seen even some of them being injured, and calling for the government to step in as quickly as possible to be able to control the situation ahead of that by-election that is only around 23 days remaining. And from that event that happened on Saturday, that's when we saw ANC claiming that the governor, who is the governor of Kakamega, Oparanya, and also the deputy party leader of ODM, used what we can term as the government resources, such as the reinforcement officers and even equipments belonging to the government, to campaign for his candidate there, that is David, the ODM candidate. And that's why they felt that most probably the governor was not doing the right thing, and for them, they said they call on their supporters to bar him from doing that, and that's when we witnessed that clash that happened on Saturday. But the governor on his side has defended himself. He has said he has not used any of the government resources to campaign for the ODM candidate, and he has also called on the opponents, especially UDA and ANC, to practice what they can term as peaceful campaigns. He said actually ANC was the one that was using funds maybe to incite the young people within Matungu to cause those chaos. So far it has been what we can term as who is more powerful in this region and who can be able to lure more supporters to campaign for their candidates. But the much concern has been on the security, and also apart from that also on the peace during this campaign period, because when the two political parties that are more dominant in Kakamega and also in Western region, that being ODM and ANC, clash in such kind of a scenario, then the common mwananchi is worried. Most probably the coming weeks, when we expect the intensification of the campaign of the campaigns here, then they feel that maybe their security will not be well managed by the government. So we are still waiting to see if these political leaders will be able to sit together, as they have been calling on each other, and to find a way the campaign that they can campaign peacefully. But this has not been witnessed so much in Kabuchai, because there it's what we can term as a two-race kind of a by-election, because we have only one candidate for Ford Kenya, and then we also have one candidate for UDA. So there is a little bit much peaceful, because those are the only two political parties that seem stronger. But here in Matungu we have a lot of political tension, because we have those three political parties fighting for that. So it's very, very good to listen to some of their comments, especially the comments that they made after the clash that was witnessed on Saturday in Matungu.
Na fujo lakini tukapata huko timu ingine imepanga nini fujo kwetu. Ndio sisi tunasema ya kwamba hii kura yenye imekuja tunaomba tutafute na amani. Hatutaki fujo. Watoto wetu wanatumika vibaya. Watavunjika miguu na wataumia, na yule ataumia si ni mzazi. We mzazi ndio itabidi upeleke mtoto wapi?
Umeona tumekuwa na mjamaa hapa ambaye anatumwa na Bulindo. Si amepewa nafasi kutafuta kura yake. Hata kama tuna mtu yoyote ambaye yuko hapa na anataka kutafuta kura, sawa. Tunampa nafasi yake, tunamsikiza. Ikifika tarehe 4 chaguo ni letu. Na ukienda kupiga kura unapiga peke yako. Sio unapiga peke yako. Utakuwa peke yako wakati huo. Nani atakuwa anasimama nyuma yako? Hakuna. So hii vitu ya kufanya fujo hiyo hatutaki kabisa. Na nimekuja hapa kumsihi. Kwa sababu Were tulifanya naye kazi wakati ule tulikuwa kwa bunge. Mimi nilimwacha kwa bunge.
Rasilimali ya serikali ya County Government of Kakamega inatumika kukampenia candidate wa ODM, na hilo ni jambo ambalo hatuelewi kwa nini serikali kuu inaona mambo kama haya yakiendelea na hakuna hatua yote ambayo imechukuliwa.
So you can see definitely each political party is pointing fingers at the opponent, but we hope definitely things will change, especially that we are now waiting to see how the campaigns will be conducted this weekend. Will there be violence? If not, what will the government be doing so as to make sure that the security of the voters and those attending rallies there is guarded? And apart from that, also we want to see what political parties will be doing to try and find on how to keep peace during this campaign period ahead of the 4th March by-election in Matungu and also in Kabuchai.
Right, Willie Lusige, thank you so much. Indeed, it is a prayer of every Kenyan in the Western region and the entire country that the country will actually witness peace during this time of the political season when by-elections are being done and also as we head towards the 2022 general elections. Willie Lusige, once again, thank you so much from Kakamega County. Now, Kiambu Senator Kimani Wamatangi has formally taken charge as the majority whip in the Senate. This was after the ouster of Irungu Kangata on Tuesday by the ruling Jubilee Coalition Party at their group meeting. Senate Speaker